Hello everyone, today's tutorial is about walking 2D sprites on a top-down camera view like Pokemon. But I'm not the one giving tutorial today, it is MewNoHimitsu since he lost the challenge during my weekly Saturday stream last week. Okay, let's see how he does it.
You're going to need 3 ingredients for this: the sprites, 2D marker nodon, and a line marker nodon. For the sprites, you will need 4 sets of sprites, 1 for each direction. In this tutorial, I drew 4 textures per direction, but you can get away with just 2. Now we need to figure out which texture to display at a certain time. Don't forget to set the texture face to white center. The 2D marker nodon is used for keeping track of the direction we are facing. When stationary, we want the marker to stay at the center. When we start moving, the marker should move in the same direction. To take the moving direction, we simply attach speed nodon to our UFO character. Then connect X speed to X and Z speed to Y. To shift the initial position of the marker to the center, we add a constant 0.5 to both values. You can see down that the marker is at the center of the nodon. Now that the marker is moving according to the character direction, we can put blue-eye nodons at the area that represents each direction. For the blue-eye nodon, we need to set the shape to rectangle. The marker in 2D marker nodon has a volume, so it is highly recommended that the gap between the areas is as large as the marker's diameter. The blue-eye nodons will then connect to the corresponding flags: north, east, west, and south. North area will turn on north flags and turn off all other flags. This applies to the remaining 3 areas as well. Remember that only one of the 4 flags will be activated at a time. For the start, we can feed on start nodon to the south flag. Now that we have flags for direction, we then proceed to looping sprites within the set. We have 4 textures, so we can set up a move marker nodon that can fit 4 blue-eye nodons. Each square represents each state of the animation. Don't forget to set the blue-eye shape to rectangle. We use a counter nodon to store the state information. The mode is set to loop mode, and the range is set to 0 to 4. Because Move Marker Nodon only accepts 0, 1 as input, we use Map Nodon to map 0 to 3 to 0 to 1. We want to increase the counter when we move L stick. We already have input nodon attached to our character, so we simply connect them to a plus nodon. To set the animation speed, we use a timer nodon. A value of 0.4 will loop through each state every 0.4 seconds. We have all the ingredients now. Let's combine them together. For each texture, we use add nodon to combine directional flags and blue eye nodon for sprites. Because we cannot only attach 8 textures to character nodon, we use proxy boxes between characters and textures. The settings for proxy boxes are only movable property, zero gravity, and center to y negative for connection pointers. Now we only need to connect them together. As you can see, we have a very nice animation of Pikachu walking. This method may be complicated, but it should give you an idea how to make a very smooth, continuous movement animation. If you have a simpler method that can achieve the same thing, feel free to leave a comment down below. Anyway, smash that like button and subscribe. This channel needs to hit 1000 subs. Thank you for watching.
Goodbye, and see you next time.